Yes, people, welcome back to another stream on Orange Talks Football. This is the video where we get all fans to review their own team, where they get to review their own team's results on the weekend. Some won't be happy. I can see 3 people that are not even smiling, so that tells you about their club. One person, I can't see their face, but I'm pretty sure that he's happy. But let me just get them in right now. But starting with a person who flipping Odegaard that much is Ollie. How are you, Ollie?
Yeah, good. Yeah, no talking about Odegaard this stream. No.
Don't worry, mate. Also joined by Elliot. You guys should know him. We did our pre-recorded stream today, so big up to Elliot. How are you, Elliot?
Yes. Co-host, big up.
Not doing too bad. Could be doing better though, but yeah.
And now this person, you know what? Like, because I know this, he's a quiet person on Instagram, but I know this guy like singing Antonio in his house room, just putting his shirt, lifting it in the air. I know this guy because he's been quiet on Instagram because he's usually like that. But fortunately, they lost to Brighton Munich. So here's what it is. Let me just add in James.
You're
right there.
Yeah, not too shabby.
3 unhappy fans.
Yeah, 3 unhappy fans. Talking about unhappy fans, the last person, well, Dave is going to join soon, but Hardeep, how are you, my friend?
Yes. Mr. Infrastructure Overseas here. How you guys doing? I'm really positive, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah, you can see a theme here, guys. 2 people happy, 2 people not.
We have to talk about this topic. Sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, but we have to. We have to, ladies and gentlemen. Hardy, I'm going to go to you. The first person that I'm going to you. Ten Hag to Manchester United. Here we go. Your thoughts and your feeling with this.
You know what? When I was reporting this news overall, I was getting slated by a lot of United fans, but I was correct all along. But overall, it's so significant for this appointment. If we were to pack back Ten Hag, we'll definitely be successful. However, we just give him time. It's a really exciting appointment. And if we get Ten Hag with the right permutations, we'll be really successful. I can't wait, though. Can't wait.
100%. My feelings, I'm happy with this feeling. But, I'm happy with the signing, but I'm still skeptical about these owners. I'm not going to get carried away and say, Glazer's in. No, you're not going to hear that from my mouth, 100%. But what I'm saying is a good appointment. Shows that Pochettino is not a manager. Finally, he's not a manager. But Ten Hag, let him bring his own players. Let him bring his own philosophy, his identity. And for me, what I like about Ten Hag is, what I've seen, apparently, Donny van der Beek has contacted United players, warning him about the training that Ten Hag brings.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. So Ten Hag does one-on-one training. And also, what I like about the coach assistant Mitchell van der Gaag, he's also another Ten Hag lookalike, but I feel like he's good. But one legend of ours, Robin van Persie, could be joining with Ten Hag. But Hardy, what have you heard about the coaching staff recently?
Well, Steve McCurran, he's likely to be under consideration. However, with Robin van Persie, the work permit's an issue. It could potentially be those 2 in the track next season. However,
here he is.
Yeah, obviously with René Moisine, he's also under consideration. But with Michel Bangor, he's still definitely a candidate. Yes.
Dave, how are you, Dave?
All right, I'm fine. Yeah. What about you lot? How are you lot doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, man, good. Ten Hag, here we go. That's my feeling, but I'm good. But Dave, yes. What's your feeling about this appointment?
Because What?
What? Feeling, Ten Hag, here we go. What's your feeling?
Good. Happy. Finally getting getting us out of the dark in terms of uncertainty. That's kind of how I'm feeling. At least, one thing's for certain. At least one thing's set in stone. Unlike our fate by the end of the season. Yeah. So happy about it, but I already know what will probably happen in the summer. So just happy he's coming in, but I've yet to see what we're gonna do in the summer. That will determine my outlook on the season.
Dave, I'm going to go to you. You need to give this man some time and patience.
No, I will. Unlike his number one fan, unlike Ten Hag's number one fan, I will not name him, but unlike his number one fan, who desperately wants to get his signed autographs, and he'll fly to Amsterdam to go and get one. We'll leave his name out. Big up yourself, my guy. Yeah, he's going to need time. He's going, but that doesn't mean he's devoid of expectations.
Mm-hmm.
If Crystal Palace got to an FA Cup semi-final, this current squad is good enough to win a trophy. A trophy. I do not care what it is. I genuinely don't care. So for me, like his objective, if we finish in Europa League places, your objective, your expectations, win the Europa League, get us back in the Champions League, win us a trophy. Mourinho came in, did that. Ten Hag, if that's what happens, if we're outside the top four, that's what he's got to do. That's my expectation for him. He has to win a trophy. And if not the Europa League, win, I don't know, an FA Cup or something like that. Because you have to win a trophy, period, And I'm like, we've been devoid of silverware since, 2017. I mean, to be honest with you, only Tottenham's worse than us in terms of trophies, but it's Tottenham, so not too much of a surprise. To be honest with you, it really is just not good enough. So yes, you'll need time. Yes, you'll need fans to be patient and on board with this project, but that does not mean he's devoid of criticism. And that's why I will give my guy, Ten Hag's number one fan, some credit here, because he is. It's not that he's prone or immune to it. So, and to a certain extent, he's coming in. I expect him to at least get the basics right. Unlike the world class, father of the Gegenpress, who in the honeymoon period, got things terribly wrong. Some people started, started chanting "We were back." Some people started chanting, "Ralph Rangnick, baby, Ralph Rangnick." Whoa.
Oh, come on.
I'll leave names out.
That's ridiculous.
I love this guy.
ridiculous.
Hold on, this is a Ten Hag topic. See how rattled Dave is about Ragnick.
Come on.
It's about Ten Hag. You do realize
Ralph,
Hold on.
Do I look rattled in any way, shape, or form?
You are rattled. Why not Ragnick? This is about Ten Hag.
I know, and I gave my thoughts.
You realize he's the reason why we're getting Ten Hag, right? He's the reason.
No,
he is the reason.
No, he's not.
He is essentially. He
No,
recommended
no,
it. If you look at the way he operated for the
No,
last
he
6 months,
isn't.
he recommended.
He's partially, but his role was minimal. Because at the end of the day, you want to know who decides and controls everything? The Glazers. They control everything. Richard Arnold, the board. Those people are the ones in power. So to be honest with you, and as I said about this consultancy thing, is this consultancy thing, Ralph Rangnick actually having, as much power stone like Richard Arnold, or does Ralph Rangnick, just get to sit in the board meetings with a big giant cone hat that says consultancy member on it, but it's not allowed to give input. So no one knows what this consultancy role is. So again, I'm not convinced until I see it. I won't believe it. It's generally like like the winning team in training posts. Oh yes, oh no, we're so sorry. But don't worry, we'll be back again stronger. We go again next week, and then what happens? It's the same old, same old. So for me, until I see it, I'm not necessarily going to believe it. But that doesn't mean I'm negative. I'm happy he's here. I'm happy he's coming in. Hopefully it works out. I'll back him 110%. Unless if he somehow does what Or's favorite godfather of the Gegenpress does, and gets very basic and simple things wrong. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
But obviously, one thing to point out, right? He needs full control on the football side of things. That is so essential. So essential. If he doesn't get back significantly, that's down to the perspective of the Glazers.
Ollie, can you stop making that background?
Sorry.
Well, you might, bro.
Flipping hell.
Unbelievable.
Well, yeah, let's move away from United. I don't want to get onto
Oh,
this shit
no.
club.
Oh,
I'm muting my mic.
what a dead performance.
As of right now, they're
Bro.
still my favorites for top four. But regardless of how
No,
awful
yeah,
they were,
you're funny.
They're
Yeah,
they're,
they're very
they're
good.
still my
You
favorite.
think
Trust me, I'm telling you.
No.
I'm telling you, don't be surprised
No
if you
chance.
see a huge reaction out of those Tottenham players. There's not a hope in else chance that Antonio Conte didn't rip that squad a new one after the locker room. If any of you know who Antonio Conte is by mentality, by his personality, there's absolutely not a hope in else chance he didn't absolutely tear that locker room a new one. He absolutely must have. So, to be honest with you, I will not be shocked if in their next game we see a massive reaction from those Tottenham players. And there's no way that Conte isn't absolutely tearing into them in training now this week. There's no way. There just is absolutely no way. Knowing who Antonio Conte is as a person, as a manager, etc., etc. So for me, like that, it's as simple as that. To be
Where's
honest.
the background noise coming from?
Guys, what's that
Not me.
noise? Come on,
Not me.
Guys.
Right, so
Where's
Uh,
the
Hammers.
Go on.
Give your thoughts, Brighton. I mean, flip. No, man. Come on. You guys should be Brighton.
arguably, probably one of the worst performances I've seen from a Tottenham side, isn't it? In a while. Not a shot on target, even at home as well, man. We just look sloppy on the ball. We're just giving it ball away too much.
Guys. All of you mute your mic and let
Yeah,
Hammers speak.
doing this background noise over here, guys.
Yeah, just mute your mic. Everyone mute
Oh,
your mic and let
let
Hammers
me see
speak.
if it's me.
Hang on, wait a second.
Hammers, leave and come back. Leave and come back.
Wait, is it good for you now?
Nah.
It's not honest.
Yeah, it's good now. It's good now.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. That's good.
But yeah, man, we were just losing the ball way too often. Just players out of it. Honestly,
Hold on. There's an echo.
Yeah, it's even worse now. I don't know what it is.
Hey, Hammers,
Let's
leave
go.
and
Wait.
join
Yeah,
back.
I mean,
Hammers, leave and join back.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was an echo.
special shit.
Well, it was Hammers because it's now
It's
gone
a bit of
back.
disruption, but hopefully it will improve. It doesn't improve.
But yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
Dave. I think Spurs could
Hmm.
top four. I think Spurs could top four.
I don't think they'll get top four. Mate, if you're saying Spurs
I
will
don't
get top,
want
they
them
had
to.
that Brighton game was a must-winning game for Tottenham and they bottled it.
Mm.
That was a must-win game for Spurs to go 6 points.
And they're
ahead of
still
United.
ahead of us by 3 points with the game in hand.
No, they
So
can't.
let's
And
just
obviously, goal difference.
calm
Goal
down.
difference. They've got
Hardy,
immense,
just-
immense goal difference.
Hardy, just
Unbelievable.
mate, just sometimes you have to get off your freaking high horse. They're still 3 points ahead of us, and they have a game in hand. You never know what can happen, bro. You never know. What if we go lose to Liverpool, lose to Arsenal, you drop back to 6?
We won't
You
lose
do
to Arsenal.
not know.
Yes,
bro.
you will. Stop.
You never know. You never know, bro. Like you can't be certain about these things, and especially with Man United, inconsistent FC. We're the most inconsistent side in the Premier League. The only thing that I see is consistent is Harry
We got
Maguire's
Red
selection
Devils.
and Harry Maguire's crap performances. So those are the only two things that are consistent for me. And that's it. And I guess another thing you could say is, Ralph Rangnick just saying gegenpress, and the players are having
It's down to the
freaking
players.
clue what he's doing.
Players not adapting to
But since Thomas is back, I just do want to say that I think Emerson Royale is a fantastic right wing back. The man of the match against Brighton. Phenomenal player. He's great going forward. Michael Jordan at right back. He's just phenomenal. He's amazing.
A mediocre right back, though. Such a mediocre right back. Come on.
What a player. 25 million pounds.
We dodged the bullet there.
We're
We're
going
almost
to
going for him as well.
Yeah, world class, mate.
Hammers, now what? It's all good
Don't-
now.
Don't you
got
have Doherty?
thoughts, Brighton
Doherty's great. You have Doherty, so don't worry.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But
Hammers,
mate, I
give your
can't lie.
thoughts, Brighton game.
I'm missing Doherty right now because I don't think Emerson was the worst player for us that game, but still he was shocking as well. Same
What
with
happened to
Reguilon.
that Romero hype? What happened to the Romero hype? What's going on?
What?
Romero?
Bro, Melo's
Romero's a good
probably
player. I
one of
don't
the
know what
better
you're on
players.
Romero's a good player.
I know,
I
I
don't know.
He didn't even have a bad
watched
game.
him, but mate, Trossard put him in a spliff. But
You look at Romero and you look at Romero. He's looking around and saying, "Oh God, why the hell did I come here?" It's like Varane looking around and saying, "Oh crap, I left playing alongside Ramos and having Casemiro ahead of me to playing alongside Maguire and having McFred ahead of me. Like what am I doing with my life?" So to be honest with you, I'm not going to blame Romero because Romero basically has to take two other center backs and just carry them. So
I mean,
have
John
you
has got
not
issues,
seen
man.
some of the catastrophic defensive performances we've had? The Norwich game, Norwich, terrible defensively.
why you talking about Tottenham?
So
Put
my-
context. Let's go back to
We're talking
Tottenham.
about
Still,
Romero
like,
and
point is,
saying,
both of us
he
have
isn't
like
that great
really
defensively.
poor defensively.
But
No,
Romero's
I'm not
just-
saying Romero shit. Come on, did you watch him against Brighton? He was awful. Simple as. Oh, I'm not calling him
It
a
was
shit
really
player. It was just
that's
awful.
quite a lot, especially by Welbeck and Morpay as well. Unbelievable.
That's a Welbeck. Oh my god, Welbeck.
And our players are getting and our defense is getting getting torn a new one by Kieran Dowell and Timu Pukki.
But what I saw on the weekend, a lot of teams benched their good players. Like Madison was benched, Barnes was benched. It was a bit weird. I don't know why people were doing that.
Story, mate. They're I think they've thrown everything into the conference to get this point. They're going to try and win it. I don't know if they'll beat Roma. I think whoever wins that tie, Leicester versus Roma, I think one of those two will win the Conference League at the end of the day. It's going to be between one of those two. Yeah. But it's Leicester, and other than Tottenham, they have the master of the art of being a bottle jaw themselves, Brendan Rodgers. So who knows? Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I just think
Moving away from Tottenham, also want to get to this club as well. The hype.
Club.
The hype with this club. Oh
What did I
my
say?
god.
What did I say
Oli,
about Arteta, guys? What did I say about
Oli,
Arteta?
guess what?
You know
Oli, guess
We've
what?
got Super Make Arteta.
You know
exactly
what
what
I'm
we
like.
need.
Champions League. Where are you now?
Hey, Oli, guess what? Arsenal are going to win the league. Arsenal are going to win the league. They're the best. They're the best in the world, right? Eddie Nketiah is a great striker. Leads
I'll
life
get to
on a
Ellie.
goal.
You know what? I think we need to give props to Ellie.
This is why I'm not wearing my top.
I've never stuck
What about
up for
Odegaard?
Arteta.
Odegaard's apparently better than Bruno Fernandes.
He was our best player in that game and the Brighton game. He scored a one.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
calm
how did
down,
he do?
calm
How well
down,
did we do
calm
in that
down,
game?
calm down. Elliot, you know what? I think we need to give props to Elliot because he's been consistent with Arteta. He said he's not the man to take Arsenal to where it belongs to. He said that.
Yeah,
so,
that's what everyone
Elliot,
says about him. So.
Okay, Elliot, your thoughts and top four. Is it over for you guys?
Oh yeah, we're not getting top four anymore. That's way out the table now. No way. No chance.
One thing I will say, you look at us, we hadn't had a chance and a hope of getting top four until we barely scraped past Norwich, and now all of a sudden we're 3 points behind, and you're 3 points behind us. So if we lose the next two games, you're back in the race. So I wouldn't rule yourselves out just yet. I think it's unlikely now. I think Tottenham are. I believe are the favorites, but I wouldn't rule yourselves out just yet.
Hardy,
I would.
you're right, Hardy.
Hardy can laugh, he can giggle.
Spurs again, top
But
four.
you know what? They're not out of
That's
it.
relevant though. I mean, Arsenal have lost 3 games in a row.
None of us want
Spurs crack
Yeah,
Wolves
yeah,
against
Wolves will give it to
Wolves.
Wolves. Give it to
No, we
Wolves and
dominated
West Ham. Because none of us want it.
Yeah, so we
Wolves
lost our
are
last
really
two
excited.
games.
Wolves are an
It's
excellent
like
side,
never
though.
was.
Will be a miracle
Chill.
if
It's
we
like
beat
never
Liverpool at
it's like
Anfield.
never was
Oh,
Thiago.
God.
You guys need to chill, man.
Mate, Road to Red Devils, it would be a miracle if we
Oh.
beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, so don't go saying that.
But there's more chance of you guys beating Chelsea than us beating or us getting a point against Liverpool.
Then we're going to lose against you lot as well.
No,
going
we're
to
not.
get-
Stop it,
Yes,
DJ
we
Crazy.
are. We're not
Stop
going to
it.
beat Man United. We're not going to beat Man
Yes,
United.
we
Where
are.
you got that
We're
from?
at home.
We just lost our last 3 games and Southampton, Brighton, and Palace, and you think we're
We're,
going to beat Man
we're
United?
inconsistent
How do
against
you have the brain?
teams
How do you
outside
think
the
we're
top
gonna beat
6. Well,
One thing
first
I
of
will
all,
say,
I don't remember the
reckon's
time we've
terrible
lost
at
at the
Emirates.
Emirates against United.
But then
Second
again,
of
the
all,
Ronaldo factor.
United,
The
That
Ronaldo
doesn't
Dave
factor.
West
matter,
said are
bro. We're losing
inconsistent
all
Guys,
as
our
one
games
at a
well.
time
recently.
for Flipsling. One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, we know Road to Red Devils. It's all over social media, whatever.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, yeah. thoughts and prayers to CR7 and his family. For losing their son. Thoughts and prayers with him on a very.
Wait, why are there two Hardys?
Wait, why is there 2 Hardys?
Oh,
No.
Hold
It's
on.
a bit of a good story.
One Hardeep's already enough.
Wait.
Yeah, back. Sorry about that. Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
obviously,
then.
with Ronaldo losing his son, his unborn son, it's
Wait,
so
what's going
sad.
on? Why it's so
Wait, what's
laggy,
going
oh,
fam?
Dave, I left.
Yeah, sorry.
Around-
Wait. Oh
No.
my god. So this laptop is laggy, fam. But yeah, you guys carry on.
Yeah, obviously,
Apologies
with
about that.
Ronaldo's
Flipping out,
unborn
my
son,
laptop is laggy.
so sad.
What,
so sad
what,
because
what were we talking about?
Ronaldo's son, wasn't it? Yeah, who
What
died?
the hell's going on?
Mate, can you hear us, Arrest?
Me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us, Amy? Communication.
Yeah, can you hear us? Okay.
You know,
There's
so-
no way you can hear us.
No?
Arrest.
Oh, he's got rid of Dave by now.
Arrest.
Bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, a bit of a connection issue, guys. I think it's probably a bit of a connection issue. Don't know why, but we need to preserve this.
Yeah.
McDonald's
Oh, yeah.
Wi-Fi. Here we go, McDonald's
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
there is.
Yeah, guys, I'll take over for time.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, go on,
obviously-
Addy, co-host.
Yeah, obviously,
sweet.
your thoughts on Ronaldo's death of his unborn son. I mean, it's so sad.
no.
right?
R.I.P.
No.
R.I.P.
Very sad.
Oh, private chat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, see, fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
Well, not
yeah,
the
guys.
Forest
I
winning.
thought some prayers with Ronaldo, man. That's a
Mm.
tough
Yeah.
situation.
And
Yeah,
his wife,
space.
yeah. Yeah.
It is. It's arguably worse than his father's death because his father was so.
Yeah, did his father die or something?
It was
His father
alcoholism.
died when he was like young, man.
Yeah,
16,
he talks
18?
about it in like documentaries and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Very true. I believe with
Wait,
children,
when did this happen? Did like his wife have a baby and then he just died in, or
This happened very recently.
how
I
old
just-
was the baby? How old was the baby?
I think it was just born, mate.
just born,
Alright.
just born recently.
So like a miscarriage.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, he's back.
That's right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can hear you. We
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
hear
can you-
you. Can you
Like a
hear us?
little bit. Tom.
Oh wow!
Can
wow.
you hear
That's
us?
good. Great one.
Yes.
Great job.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
This
Kairos,
laptop
Kairos.
anyways. Yeah, I can hear you.
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Good.
Oh no, he's frozen now.
Well, it's basically
Guys,
stuck in.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Arrested so
Well, I can hear
laggy, by the way.
the video.
Yes,
output's
we
just
can hear you,
like,
bro.
Yeah, we obviously can hear you that.
Nice.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ronaldo.
Good job.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%
man.
rest in peace.
Yes, Daniel,
Hope
big
it
up.
doesn't affect his game too much. Hope he managed to do it.
Wait, by the way, who's Daniel?
He's part of the community, I think. He's probably one of the ones and stuff. Now he's probably part of the pod military. I don't know who he is. He's probably part of the community. Find out who he is.
Yeah, so if you could subscribe though, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys,
bro,
we're
subscribe
already-
to the channel.
50
We're on the road.
subscribers.
They're on the
Need to
road to
get
50 subscribers.
Yeah, but he's
Need to get
maintained it,
that
guys.
soon.
But he keeps off.
Oh, Arrest is gone.
Nope, he's gone. Oh, I'm
Bit of
surprised
difficulty.
he's not removed.
We need to get this as big as the football fan show was. Not even, maybe even better.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, we'll get there.
It'll take time, but yeah,
We'll get
it will definitely be.
As
I
AFC
think it was
says,
faster though.
trust the process.
Trust the process, yeah.
Not really.
Just
not
like
really.
our, just like our
Guys,
Tessa.
Listen,
Oh,
we go
my
again,
God.
alright? We go again. Alright, so
We go
Yeah.
again next week.
Thomas, I
Here we
swear,
go.
like, don't
Here
you-
we go.
Thomas,
250
don't you start. Please, don't start. Don't even
I'm
get.
sorry if
Back
I'm
on
giving
top.
you
Back on
PTSD, man.
top, guys. Back on top.
No.
Yeah, Arsenal gives me depression. Like my depression is even worse without watching Arsenal. But now I'm not even going to watch the Chelsea game, and
Well,
probably
literally-
I am. I'm gonna watch it. I don't care. Gonna lose
I'll
it.
just
Only
laugh
literally
at the Man
3
United
weeks
game
ago,
and then
you were
just
just saying
look
how
at the
you know
top score.
Arsenal are going to win the league next year. You said that 3
No, I
weeks ago.
didn't. Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Was
Yeah.
it October? Was it
Oh,
October?
If we have a good,
next
if we have
year.
a good summer, if we
Oh,
have a
yes.
good, 2-0.
Arsenal are going to win. Arsenal
about-
can
oh.
compete with Liverpool and Man City.
Oh,
And
yes.
Chelsea as well. And Chelsea. I mean, what the hell?
Gosh,
Right.
drama at the Nottingham Forest game.
What sort of drama?
What's going on?
There's been a red
I think
card.
there's been
from
There's
West
been a
Brom.
red card, and there's
there's a
some
penalty.
the referees talking to the West Brom captain.
Penalty
Yeah,
to Nottingham Forest as well. It's 1-0.
Wait, what happened with the red card? I didn't see the red card.
No idea.
Darnell Furlong got a red card. I don't know what happened though. It was a double yellow. So
Oh yeah.
Thomas,
And
Thomas, I thoroughly.
you scored the first
believe...
goal, DJ
Oh,
Crowley.
great, awesome, fabulous.
Sorry.
Thomas, I thoroughly believe that Hugo Lloris should be stripped of the captaincy and they should give it to Harry Winks. I think he should be the captain.
Harry Kane. Harry Kane.
No, Harry Winks. It has to be Harry Winks. Mini has to be
That's
Mini.
like saying give Xhaka the captain. Like that's so dumb.
I mean, he is the leader though. I mean, Xhaka is pushing the ball.
Oh, great
Winks is gonna
goal!
leave,
Corner.
Winks is gonna leave next season probably.
Wait, DJ Crater, does this mean that Fulham are going to win the league now?
I think they're
They're winning the whole treble.
Via promotion.
But they're 6 points clear. But they've still got a few games to play.
Yeah, they've got
No, but they could secure promotion. Like, what happened to the Football Fan Show? Basically, the Football Fan Show was removed from YouTube, and Arrest can't get it back, so he had to make a new channel.
Yeah,
that's just a simple explanation.
Because
Bro, this has turned into the Hardeep talks football. Where's Arrest gone?
Fabulous.
No, where he is. I mean, issues.
Hardeep talks football.
Fabulous. Yes. I am absolutely elated with excitement.
Elliot talks football.
No.
Wait, by the way, does Hardeep mean sun's light, God's light? Is that what it means in English?
No,
research.
Positivity and resilience.
Oh.
Okay, why have we gone from names?
Does it actually?
Keep it relevant, guys.
Yeah, it does. It actually does.
It says name Hardeep or Hardeep means God's light. Personal name with Hardeep leads to eventful and.
Where
the hell is Arrest? Arrest left your own channel.
He's got to test the Wi-Fi.
Arrest is gone. What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna DM him. What the hell?
Yeah, so Tottenham are getting top 4, I believe. I don't know what you guys' opinions are on top 4, but I think Spurs have got it now. I thought we had it before, but no chance.
It'll be Tottenham.
I hope so.
Elliot, as I said, Elliot, don't rule yourselves out of it. I'm telling you, because
you're not out of this. You're not out of this race.
You're mathematically just doing it. If you asked me, I'd say you last week if Man U are going to get top 4, I would have said, "Are you absolutely deluded? There's no chance we're getting top 4." One result, and we're 3 points behind. So
even when Hardeep was confident about top 4, Dave, you kept saying Arsenal top 4, Arsenal top 4. Now you're saying that Spurs are the favourites, and then you're saying don't rule off Arsenal when we've lost 3 games in a row.
And
I'm just saying
that's like saying don't rule off Man United when you're like 3 points behind Arsenal.
No, because we're all so close in terms of mathematical amounts.
We've got a game in hand, but that game in hand is Chelsea, and it's not an easy game. Once that game in hand's gone, we've got no games in hand. Even if we had 5 games in hand, that doesn't matter. So one game in hand isn't. That's like saying United have 2 double game weeks, but that's not like going to change the rest of their season.
Depends where it's on.
Okay.
The only main difference is pretty much our goal difference compared to yours right now. But that's
bro. And look at Man City and Liverpool. They've got like 50+ goal difference, and there's only been like 30 games. We've still got 8 games to play.
They're challenging for the league. We're challenging for top 4. There's difference.
Daniel said Man U 0-0. I can't see Liverpool having a goalless game at Anfield.
No.
That's ridiculous.
No, they'll beat us. They'll be 3-0.
We're gonna get thrashed.
Road to Red Devil said Ollie take over the Football Fan Show.
No.
Well, you mean
no way? I'm not going to do that. I'd rather take over the Football Fan Show.
You mean Arrest Talks Football, by the way? Football Fan Show doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not. Football Fan Show doesn't exist anymore. Road Vlogs and Tour.
Yeah, bad bit of an issue with YouTube itself. But now,
guys, I'm going to time how long Arrest has gone out for because this is ridiculous.
It's been late.
All right, time has started. It's been like over 10 minutes. I DM'd him as well. I don't know if he's replied yet.
Ollie, it is what it is. Like
it is.
I got a DM from him. He said, "Yo, bro, take over the restaurant there. You be a great host." That's what Road to Red Devil said.
Oh, fabulous!
That's good.
Yeah,
cool.
He's not on Instagram at the moment. It says it active 29 minutes ago, so there's probably something wrong with his internet.
Oh, nice.
Right then, guys, who do you think is going to win the FA Cup? Then I'll see.
I think Liverpool are going to
I
win.
think Liverpool.
I'm not going to rule out Chelsea because when you look at their season, they've been knocked out of the Champions League.
Look, I wanted Crystal Palace to be in the final. So.
To be honest,
not write
this
Chelsea
fixture this season has been very, very tight. Like they've had like 2 games, they've both drawn like 2-2.
It's gonna be one of the close ones.
The moment
it could have been Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Man City, Crystal Palace. But...
The moment you write Tuchel off, that's when he proves you wrong. I'm telling you.
But for you guys, there's 8 games left of the season. Some people have 6 or whatever. What's the biggest game of the season? Obviously, Man City, Liverpool. What's the next biggest game of the season? Like the rest of the season? For me, I think it's Arsenal. I think it's Arsenal, Man U, or the North London derby.
We still have to play those 3 teams.
I agree with that.
Well, Liverpool, Man U will be a big game. Like
Liverpool
are fighting for the title. Man U are going to try and get top 4 Europa League. They don't want.
There you go. Liverpool.
We got Liverpool as well, but I think that's more.
That's not going to be a big game though, because a Liverpool
it's
home or away.
It's more of a pressure thing on Liverpool because
But Hammers, as a Tottenham fan, are you favouring yourselves to top 4? Or are you not going to rule out Arsenal or Man U?
I ain't ruling out any of you lot. I'm still taking you lot as a serious threat because I don't know what could happen with our team. Like some days may be good, some days may be shit. You know what I mean? So
I mean, genuinely, when it says, I mean, none of our sides want top 4. As I say, we may as well give it to Wolves.
No one wants it.
Even West Ham as well. West Ham.
But all Arsenal think top 4's a trophy. It's not a trophy.
I don't even think any of us right now deserve Champions League football the way we've been.
No. If Arsenal were to get it 3 losses in a row, Tottenham, they've had a lot of losses. Same with Man United and West Ham. I can't with Chelsea, they're third. A while ago, they were trying to the top 2.
It's the only redemption for us because we have, our season was overlooked as being unbelievably promising, and we have been absolutely horrendously awful this season. That now top 4 is just.
But I know it's weird to say, but everyone's looking at relegation at the moment. Will Everton get relegated? Sorry.
Can I talk? All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. Thanks for interrupting, Ollie. Much appreciated. But here's the thing. As I said, it's our only chance of redemption. It genuinely is. And for Arsenal and Tottenham, they're also in search of it. They're in search of top 4. They're in search of European football as well.
He's back.
There we go.
That guy. Apologies.
There he is.
There he goes. He's back now. He's back. Good news.
Yeah. Also, just like Bruno Fernandes in the big games. He went missing.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm back.
He's just like Bruno in big games. He went missing completely.
My guess is 5 years until the channel hits 1 million. Well, we'll see.
Essentially, you mean sort of consistency, really?
It's all about consistency.
We informed about that as well. We
were talking about that it got.
Yeah, cool. Man,
basically, it got. I don't think it'll be no. I don't know
what happened with this comment. Was they by Tikhanovia? Or did he take no chance? City fans
he will maybe in the future. He will maybe. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, City fans will be cheering for us.
Well, I have my own channel, so. All right, go on, Arrest. Get talking. We've been talking for ages. Oh, he's gone. He's turned his camera off and muted his mic, so.
There he is.
Yeah. Cool. Did we talk about Arsenal?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Can move on from that.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're losing. This game does not matter. We will lose. Doesn't matter. We're going to lose.
Let's just take it game by game. But Hardeep, I saw your analysts on your HDMI today.
Oh, great! Nice.
He said 3-0 Liverpool.
Be really critical as well. I mean, obviously, if you look at Liverpool, their last 5 games have gained 4 wins and 1 draw, whereas us.
It's very dark in your room.
Yes,
you in a
three losses, right? I mean,
you in your closet, isn't it?
For us, essentially, we've got to get something else in this game. But it ain't gonna happen. No, we're gonna lose. It's gonna be
good job, Hardeep. Hardeep seen the light. I'm gonna give him a round of applause. Hardeep seen the light. Good job. I'm proud of you, Hardeep.
I mean, he hasn't seen the light. He hasn't seen the light because his room is dark. So.
Come have darkness
No.
into light.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Yeah, this is what it looks like when it's light, Hardy.
No, I'm joking, but all right, Man United lineup. I'll give my one. De Gea, probably that. Listen, I want Wan-Bissaka to start because for me that lot defensively is flipping awful, man.
Wan-Bissaka and
Not
Maguire, Lindelof.
Shika from
You're
Norwich.
right
Elanga.
back. You're right back. Or's right back.
De Gea,
It's his favorite right
Matic,
Wait, no, hold on. I
Bruno,
still ain't the lot. I still
Ronaldo
ain't
and
the lot.
Sancho.
Or's right back.
But for me, Rashika from Norwich.
Oh.
Or how long have I been saying that as good as he's going for is suspect?
Timo
defense?
Even
Pukki.
though Wan-Bissaka has been poor.
Timo
defensively.
Pukki.
No, he's been terrible this season. But
But for me,
defensively, he's better than Delop.
Yeah, 100%. But I'll start Wan-Bissaka part. I know Rangnick will pick the lot. I'll say
Would
the
you
lot.
start Elanga?
You'll see. Hold on. Centre backs, we all know Maguire.
Oh, Magalov.
Oh, great. My
It's gonna be
guy,
Magalov.
my slaphead.
It's going to be Magalhaes.
There'll be a lot of bumps next season. Next players will put the blame on Ten Hag and
Everything,
Ajax.
yes.
We'll save that for later, please.
Yeah, save it for later.
Maguire
Yeah,
in the
save
loft.
that later.
Tell us because Davi's crying because Shaw's out for the whole rest of the season, Davi.
He had a bit of an issue with his leg, over obviously because surgery. It's so significant, though. I mean,
All right, cool. All right, cool. Thank you. And all right, cool. Thank you, Hardy. Or continue on your team selection. Continue on your team selection. Or
Jamie
what were you saying?
Carragher versus
Luke
Gary
Shaw,
Neville.
Luke Shaw being United's best left back was all right, cool. Anyways, and Ors, as you were saying,
Alex
who's your
Tellez.
My midfield, Matic and Pogba has to be. Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
yeah,
Has to be. Has to
I
be.
agree.
Road to Red Devil said McTominay, Fred, and Varane injured.
Yeah.
And Cavani as
You're
well. Cavani as well.
Oh, right, yeah. Cavani, I don't care about.
And
him.
Fred and
They're all out.
yeah.
No, McTominay, Fred,
Greenwood is
Varane,
out
Luke
of
Shaw,
the-
and Cavani. They're all injured. They're all out.
Varane.
So they can't
Yeah.
play.
They
Five
can't
absences.
play,
Yeah, good run as well.
Yeah. Wan-Bissaka or Dalot have got a job to do versus Mane. For me, Wan-Bissaka.
And Salah?
Do you think
trust
there'll be a
Wan-Bissaka.
red card in this game? Because you never know.
Who
Ali,
knows?
thank
Who
you,
knows?
Ali,
Who
thank you
knows?
very
Who
much for
knows?
the interruption. Oris, continue your team selection.
Yeah.
You're saying.
All right. My front four. Sorry, Rashford. I'll start Rashford for the pace because we all know what happened last time. Rashford versus Van Dijk. Remember that?
Oh.
Remember that, guys? Rashford versus
Ah.
3 seasons ago. 3 seasons ago. Remember that.
Rashford, Bruno, Sancho, and Ronaldo.
So
That's
no
how he-
Elanga.
Nah, not Alanga.
No, Alanga.
He started.
Why would you start Alanga in
Yeah.
a game like this? But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if Rangnick did. I would not be surprised.
Tellez versus.
That'd be a-
Oh my.
That'd be a typical Rangnick thing.
Tellez
Salah's got
versus
goal
Mane.
as well.
Tellez versus Mane.
Big up to Raj. What are you saying? bro?
Wagwan, Raj.
Rashford is standing.
Oh
to
no!
Oh my.
No.
What?
Oris, I know you hate Rashford. I know you don't like him, and you
Oh,
don't
Traps.
think he has any
Traps
ability as a player.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me invite. I'll send the link on the chat again.
oh yes,
What's
Traps
that
is here. My guy Traps is
Yeah,
here.
Come on,
He's
Traps.
arrived.
Oh,
He's in Turkey enjoying
Oris,
his life.
I've got to go. Got to go now.
Oh, okay.
Bye,
Big up,
Hardy.
Hardy.
No,
Take yours,
Hardy,
Saka.
what are we gonna
No,
do?
Hardy, big up.
No,
No,
Hardy.
Oh,
Enjoy the light.
See you soon.
No, Hardy's gone. What am I
We
gonna do?
need Traps to replace him now. We need Traps to replace him.
Oh, rats. We lost Hardy. What are we going to do? Oh. Oris,
Bye,
I'm
Hardy.
rats.
I send the link in the comments.
Wait,
Traps-
Raj said me and Traps waiting.
What?
Get Traps in here,
Raj.
please.
I'm in the back
Yeah,
room.
Rod. I sent the link. You know what?
Wait,
It's gonna be
Arrest,
good
do you have
debate.
premium on
Wait,
Freedom?
Mal, wait. This 10 log thing, it's gonna be nice because actually I don't.
No, Oris, no. Just continue on the current discussion. We can go back around to Tenog because,
Bye,
because
Red Red Devils.
we will never be able to get back to the actual show agenda if you immediately start on Tenog.
That's Traps. What are you saying?
Bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if my Wi-Fi works. I'm on the hotel Wi-Fi.
My guys arrived.
It's probably better than the rest.
Wait, why is your logo got an R on it?
Long story.
Okay.
How
I'm
are
guessing
we,
that's your
guys?
real name? Yeah, we're good.
Feeling all right? Not gonna lie.
Big up to Rod. Oh, he left.
Hey,
Yeah,
what?
I'm all right, man. Here we go, Ten Hag. I'm all right.
No,
Enjoy your life in
please,
Turkey,
Oris.
Traps.
Oh God! Here comes an
Here we go.
hour of
Ten
not
Hag.
getting back to the show.
Arrest,
yeah.
are we getting into this now or?
No,
No,
later.
No.
Please, later, please.
Save the arguments for later.
Hold on,
Traps.
Traps. We're talking about United Liverpool. We'll save your agenda.
I'll line up.
Yeah, at the end. Private chat. Hold on.
Who's
You just
available?
have one.
One. Who are you talking about, Hammers?
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about,
One.
Hammond?
One.
One.
Jordan
I think
Ford
he's
was
talking
the
about Maguire's rating for the season.
I don't know. Oh, I
Minus
think, yeah. He's doing something. That's what he means. But yeah, I've done my lineup. By your lineup for Liverpool tomorrow.
All right. God. I mean, is Jesus available? Because I'd put him at center back.
Yeah, he's available. He'll come to life for you.
Yes. Make sure Jesus, and all the different gods are available because we're
He's
gonna
gonna walk on water for you.
Yes. Yes. Play back three or play back five. Put Jesus in the middle, so he can turn Maguire into prime Rio Ferdinand with his magical abilities. And that could be our happy Easter gift.
Put Ralph Radnick up front.
I'd cry. Honestly, I'd consider a back five, but we don't even have the personnel to do it. Oh wait, no, we have Eric Bailly, but oh wait, yeah, he's not allowed to play according to Ralph Rangnick's favoritism. But we gotta play the players on that one, do we? Team selection: right back, Orson, my favorite right back in the world. Wan-Bissaka has got to play. Delo was awful against Norwich, terrible. Needs to be dropped. And if he can't do it against, with all due respect to, Rashikta, decent player, not gonna lie, did well in Germany. It's done okay for Norwich, but come on, if you can't do it against Norwich, you're not going to do it against Liverpool. Let's be real. Center backs, we all know it's going to be Magaluf, and that will result in a meltdown from me. But honestly, I'm probably not even going to watch the game, just to keep my mental health, at a stable level.
Don't get depressed, Dave. Don't get depressed.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
I'm not going to watch the game.
Don't get anxiety.
I'm not going to watch the game. And unfortunately, United's best left back is out for the season, and love Luke Shaw is out for the season.
You don't like Tellez?
No, I like Tellez. Tellez
okay.
goes in left back. I prefer Luke Shaw, but I'm not going to get into that one because that one would also take another hour. Because according to a certain son, Luke Shaw doesn't have any footballing ability. Midfield. Got to play Matic. You don't really have another option, to be honest with you. But then again, he'll probably play Pogba as a defense midfielder, and we'll say, you sit and do the donkey work because that's what Pogba does. Because Ralph Rangnick, tactical genius team selection is Norwich to play Pogba as a holding midfielder. Great one, Ralph. Really great one. Matic, Pogba, Bruno. Don't really have another option, do you? And then Rashford, Sancho, Ronaldo, you don't have a lot of options. You generally don't now because of Rangnick's decisions to loan out players he did. We don't have a lot of options out in the attack. He made the decision to loan out Van de Beek. Guess what? We don't have options in midfield. So that's down to him as well. Great one, Ralph Rangnick. Fantastic job. So that's my lineup. I don't think being realistic, there's not really a whole lot else you could alter realistically. Reports that Tellez may be out. I don't think that's true. I think he'll be fit and available, but to be honest with you, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling great ahead of this game, so I'm just just gonna I'll probably take a nap and we'll just sleep through the game and not watch it for my own sake.
Yeah, just watch porn and now, Jake.
Well, that came out of nowhere from Ollie.
You're trying to get this channel cancelled.
No, I'm not. I'm joking.
What did Ollie say? What did he?
No, I said
Don't
nothing.
worry
I said
about it.
nothing. No,
Don't worry about it.
don't
Don't worry
worry.
Clip it.
Shh, don't worry.
Clip it.
No, don't clip it. I was joking.
Yes,
Just
believe
go to
me,
sleep.
where are you now?
Good. Okay. Yes. Good job. He said something very inappropriate, but we're just gonna leave that out.
Traps left as well. What's going on?
Oh
Maybe
no.
on Wi-Fi.
Let me go
Oh
back
no,
to-
he's got the
Let me go back
Thursday
to what did he
Wi-Fi.
actually say, guys? But say in the private chat, Elliot just messaged me.
Yeah, I'll say for sure.
But yeah, Dave,
Everyone heard it.
we're not confident tomorrow, are we? But can we somehow?
Hardy's probably confident.
Yeah, we know that.
Actually, wait, no. Actually, no. To be fair to Hardy, yeah, there you go. Yeah, very inappropriate.
Ah, man, what the
Very
f-
inappropriate. Very inappropriate. And to be honest with you, and to be fair to Hardy, he didn't sound incredibly confident. But knowing Hardy, the only thing that I'll say right now is if we somehow even get a point from this game, I'm not going on the group chat for a long while because I know the whole week it's going to be motivational speeches, and I'm not interested. I'm genuinely not interested, to be honest with you. I don't think that guy Traps is interested in it either. Other than his boy Ten Hag, being confirmed for the United job, his number one fan. I'm not interested, to be honest with you.
But Traps, obviously we play Liverpool tomorrow. Your thoughts for this game tomorrow?
My thoughts. My Man United head's telling me, yeah, form's gone out the window. It's a derby. Let's go. Let's do them. Let's do them in good and proper. But my reality brain's telling me maybe play the formation. Dude, just I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm already prepared for the loss, so it's not. It wouldn't surprise me. I just want it to be. If we're gonna lose, I want us to lose like 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. Not
That's not gonna happen.
Not 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want that. Yeah. So, but I mean, we're not full strength for one because we've got a few players out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ronaldo will be playing.
Oh my goodness.
If he's not playing, we're even more in trouble.
Because obviously he's just had some bad news with his kids. His one of his kids has died or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he'll be playing. I mean, for me personally, the way I would approach that game if I was Ralph Rangnick, but we haven't got a full strength team for one. But for me, I'm gonna drop Bruno. I'm gonna drop him. I'm gonna drop Bruno. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Bruno. I'm gonna drop him.
Okay.
Because there's no point in flogging the dead horse. Bruno's style of play and the way he's playing right now doesn't work for Ralph Rangnick. Like Bruno, I think how many goals has Bruno scored since Ralph Rangnick's come around? How many assists has he made? I don't think it works for him. I think he needs some time out. I mean, for this one, you got to go with a bit of experience. I mean, personally, what I would do if I had a full strength team, I would just do exactly what Carrick done at Stamford Bridge. 3 DMs, sit behind the ball, counter attack.
But do we have 3 DMs? So that's the problem.
You haven't got 3 DMs. The 3 DMs you'd have to play would be Matic, Fred, and McTominay. But you haven't got who's out. I don't know if Fred's back or McTominay's
McFred is out. We don't have either.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know how it's going to go, but
you kind of have to use Pogba and Bruno. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah. To be honest with you, that game, that kind of game, trying to control the midfield and trying to get passes through. I mean, to be honest with you, I would probably. I don't know. Like, I can't see it, but I mean, I'd have to go. I mean, I think for me, yeah, personally, I think you need to have some kind of experience in the midfield. You need to be able to win the ball back and break up the attacks and whatnot. So, I mean, you're probably gonna. I'd probably go with. To be honest with you, I'd probably go with Pogba because you have to, because you've got no choice. Even though I don't think you should wear the shirt ever again, but you don't have a choice. I mean, I'd go with in this game. I'd go with Mata.
That's actually kind of interesting. That's actually interesting.
But if you think about it, Liverpool midfield: Fabinho, Henderson, Keita,
high work rate. High work rate.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be very hard to dominate their midfield. But you never know,
No.
man.
Hello,
What?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd probably go with Mata, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go with Mata. I'd go with Pogba because you have to. And I'd probably go with Matic, but I don't know, man.
Come on, Japs, back the Reds, man. Come on.
I mean, yeah, but obviously, like if
Oh.
That's great.
if Ronaldo's not playing, that's
The hotel Wi-Fi is ticking in massively right now. Yeah. Okay.
Traps, you still there? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So
You know
he wants
what?
Matter. Why doesn't he say he doesn't want Matter? He just thinks
Yeah, he wants
him
Matt to start, but you know what?
I'm not gonna lie, his formation it's actually a good idea. I actually agree with this formation. I can see why he chose it. He makes a really good point. That's exactly what Michael Carrick did. Just have 3 defensive players just sit behind the ball, and then you have just 2 pacey players just playing up front. Whether it's Rashford and Sancho, whether it's something like that. But the only issue is we lack midfielders, so that's kind of a problem.
100%. But you know, I'm predicting United win here, and they might.
Oh Jesus! Come on.
They might
No.
lose. But you know
No.
what? I think the players
No.
are saying to themselves, guys,
No.
let's end their quadruple.
No,
I mean, no.
absolutely
Let me
not.
just say Let me just say my
Come
bit.
on.
I think the players saying to, all right, let's get revenge. They're calling us the underdogs. I was watching Raf and the others speaking today. They're saying, oh, people expect Liverpool to win, but you never know. Anything can happen in football. So, Dave, I don't say no. Anything can happen in football. Like Arsenal.
Anything can happen, but there's like a 2% chance. Actually, no, I'd say like a 0.5% chance we'll win.
I'm saying we sit back, hit them on the counter.
That's not going to work. It's not going to work.
I mean,
telling you.
if Benfica gave them a good game, why can't we?
Benfica are better than us. They're definitely better than us. Yes, they're a more organized side than us. They're a more organized side.
Individually as players, or just how they run?
They work better as a unit. They work better as a team. So you look at that side. There's no egos. None of that. They have better chemistry. They're better as a unit. I'm not saying they have better players than us. But
yeah, no, sorry, I was on a phone call. Someone's calling me.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, where was we?
You're talking about like potentially playing a 4-3-1-2, kind of like Carrick did against Chelsea, and then we kind of were talking about how the issue with your formation is that although you have Matic there and Pogba, you want to drop Bruno, but then we don't really have any other senior midfielders there. So what would you do about that? And then you're talking about maybe playing Mata perhaps in the other central midfield role, and we were kind of saying, let's sort of be somewhat realistic.
I mean, I'd probably go with. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I don't know, but I'd probably go with the. If I'm looking for a creative player right now, I'll probably go with. I'd prefer to go with Matic. I mean, he's not the fastest. He never has been, but to be honest with you, I feel like at this present moment, I don't think he can get any worse than Bruno right now. Bruno has been absolutely abysmal for the last month or so. Ever since he signed that new contract, he's been abysmal. But yeah, I mean the front three. If Ronaldo's not playing, then that's like a double whammy there. So,
hey, let's play Martial up front. Oh wait,
I mean, to be honest with you, to be fair, right? I'd probably play. No, you know what? This is what I would do. I'm gonna go. I'd probably play the three in the middle: Matic, Pogba, Mata. Yeah, that's what I'd do. And across the three, if I have to, obviously Ronaldo up top. If he's not available, You're gonna have to go with Rashford. He's got a good record against Liverpool, so yeah. You have to play Lingard. Lingard played well in the last game.
Yeah.
And you have to go with Sancho. But the problem with that is, if that don't work, you're finished. Because there's who you're gonna bring on.
Yeah, exactly. Without
Garancho, I wanted to see him play. Alejandro Garancho. I was hoping I'd see him play against Norwich. He looks like a
You can't.
really
You can't
exciting player.
play. You can't
No,
play.
of course
you
not.
can't play
No, I know.
Garnacho in this game.
No, of course not. No, and that's what I was saying. I was saying I was hoping I would see a bit of him against Norwich.
I'd like to see Fernandez at left back. To be fair.
Wait, what?
What do you mean,
He's
why?
talking about the youngster.
The
Fernandez.
youngster, not Bruno.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, Alvaro Fernandez. All right, yeah.
I'd like to see
whatever his name is, I forgot.
Fernandez at left back because,
Yeah.
to be honest with you,
I would start Garnacho, you know. I want the
a
man.
left back, well, to be fair, as a left back, he'd be coming up against.
Wait, so you're telling me you'll start Fernandez tomorrow? No, Trap, stop it.
I mean, to be honest with you, obviously, Tellez will start. To be fair, Tellez will probably start if he's available. But I mean, if Tellez is unavailable, and
We'll probably play Dallo then at left back.
Gallo at left back.
That's what Ragnick will probably do. I'm not saying I agree with him.
You know what? I think you should do Dalot left back, Lindelof right back, and then.
Oh no! If I ever hear you say Lindelof at right back again, or you should not be host of this channel. Did you not see what happened when we played Lindelof at right back against Atletico Madrid? The man got.
Yeah, but we didn't lose, did we? Did we lose? Did we lose?
No, but he was awful.
Listen,
He was terrible.
I don't think anyone. This team is not good enough in their natural positions. I don't think anyone should be
I
playing
don't left
that
back.
position.
I'm second right back. How about that?
I don't think that works either. You never know. You can play Wan-Bissaka at left back, and you might turn into fucking Roberto Carlos. You never know. You never know. It's like, I mean, he might start cutting in and having a shot in that.
Orso would be losing his mind. Imagine that. Imagine Wan-Bissaka cutting inside and scoring like a streak. Orso would be losing his mind. Saying, "No, where's the Portuguese Cafu? It's the Portuguese Cafu that should be our right back."
I mean, to be honest with you, if Tellez is not available, if Tellez is not available and Shaw's obviously not available, I mean, I've got no problem with giving it to Fernandez. To be honest, it'd be a good game for him to learn.
Against Salah, flip.
Huh?
Oh, you're not gonna laugh. You'll be coming against. It'll be coming against Salah, mate. Against Salah. Nah. Mate,
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't know where you're getting the reports that Taylor's not fit. I think he is fit, but if he wasn't, then
but to be honest with you, well, if that's the case, or to be honest with you, it's like I try to go for the draw, stick 5 at the back, make it.
If Arsenal can get a result, if Arsenal can get a result, we can as well.
You stick. Who just stick right back? You stick wing back, Dallo. Left wing back. Who could you put there?
Probably Tellez. Tellez. And then the 3 centre backs, Maguire, Lindelof.
If Tellez is available, the 3 centre backs.
Right.
Well, obviously Maguire's going to play for what reason?
Don't say bye. Rangnick's not going to play bye. He never will.
You'll go with Lindelof, and who you got left? You got Bailly and Phil Jones.
If Ragnick picks Phil Jones.
But listen, the thing is with Rangnick, yeah. Everyone goes like Rangnick is this and Rangnick's that, yeah.
No, I like Rangnick.
When Rangnick came, everyone thought Rangnick was the savior. He was going to implement all these tactics, implement his style of play, and do all this extra stuff. No, Rangnick's job was to get them to the top 4 somehow, some way, but also compile a report on who is worth playing, keeping, selling, who does what. He's just compiling. That was his job, to compile a report on the team. Because he's done some ridiculous things, yeah, that would suggest to me that not that he doesn't care, but it's like he hasn't got he's not invested in this team. He looks at this team and he's like, this team is shit. Pardon my French. But he's got no investment in the team. He's got no incentive, because at the end of the day, he signed a contract. He's got 2 years upstairs. Probably get extended if it all goes well. This is not his forte. He knows this. He knows this. He knows this. He's just come here to compile a report to see who's worth keeping, who's got potential, who hasn't got potential, who needs to go.
You write it off the season in November. That's what happens. That's what happens when you appoint an interim manager, and then after that, appointing another interim manager to replace the current interim manager, and have that till the end of the season. You literally wrote off the season.
Listen, I think that Rangnick was a good appointment in terms of what's going to happen next season. I mean, I think Rangnick's going to end up being the unsung hero at the football club, because he's very honest, for one. Like, he's very honest. He obviously says silly things sometimes, but since of lately, he's been brutally honest about certain things. Even with the Darren Fletcher thing, he just said, I don't even know what Darren Fletcher's job is. So I don't know if that's him calling him out or whatever. But I think when he goes upstairs, he's gonna say, listen, between him, Ten Hag, and whoever, they're gonna be the ones dealing with the football side of things now. Because I mean, obviously with the stadium with the refurbishments of the stadium and all that stuff, the board ain't gonna be interested in nothing. They're gonna be interested in refurbishing the place and getting more money out of it. So I think they're trying to bring the capacity up to about 88,000 or something. I don't know, but that's another side of the story. But I just think that Rangnick, for me, I don't blame Rangnick for anything, because this team has thrown managers after manager underneath the bus, and at the end of the day, but one thing about Rangnick, you can't throw a Rangnick under the bus, because he's an interim manager. You can't, and he's got a view to do something else at the club afterwards. So they can't throw him under the bus. I don't think he appreciates them, and I don't think they appreciate him. But the truth is, he knows the truth, innit? He knows who's good, who's not. And in the space of he's been there for, how long has he been there for? 4 months now? In the space of 4 months, he hasn't been great. He hasn't been great, but
Big up, Elliot.
Elliot, where can they find your channel?
Did you create it on YouTube? Bye.
There you go.
But I think that he's not done a bad job in terms of what he's supposed to be doing. He's just going along with it.
Yeah,
I know, Dave. You don't agree, Dave?
And I know Oris is cracking up right now, because here's the thing: to a certain extent, no, you can't throw him under the bus, but things that are in his control, you can. Like some of the tactics, like how on earth did you think in your right mind that a 4-2-2 could work for us? How in your right mind did you ever think that Bruno Fernandes is a wide player? Like, can someone explain that to me? I don't understand that whatsoever. A 4-2-2 did not suit us at all, and it took him a while to figure that out. It took him a very long while to figure that one out. Again, makes no sense. In the games that you had in your initial honeymoon period, like that's supposed to be your honeymoon period. That's supposed to be the period where you see the bounce. He had games like Norwich, Newcastle, what else? I mean, Watford wasn't really in the honeymoon period, but that's just another game. But you still have teams like Norwich and Newcastle. We barely scraped a win against Norwich in December, just like this past weekend. Barely scraped a draw against Newcastle. So many awful performances in terms of just some of the tactics, some of the starting 11s didn't make sense. And you don't have to be a freaking tactical genius. Just when you come in as an interim manager, just go back to basics. Don't overcomplicate things. Just stick with basics. And that's, in my opinion, where he is to blame. He tried implementing 4-2-2 and it didn't work. I don't know why in the first place
because the players are not fit enough. They don't run enough. Look at the Everton game. The Everton game. They Everton team ran 10 kilometers more than United. That's not Ralph Rangnick's problem. That's
No,
their
that's
problem.
not his issue.
And
But
that's
also
what I'm trying to
play
say.
to your
is that
players' strengths is
when
what I'm
Ralph
saying.
when Ralph came in, right, people think that he was meant to try and win a trophy and try and do this and try and do that. Ralph has no incentive here. If Ralph was to win a trophy this season, they probably still wouldn't consider him as a full-time manager. Yeah, he knows he's going upstairs after it's done. So he could for me personally, if I was him, I'd take a no-nonsense. I'm a manager, right? I'm someone who's built clubs. I've built a club. I've built 2 clubs. Yeah, I've been around the game for a long time. I've seen players down tools. I've seen managers get thrown under the bus. I've watched this team, these Rashfords, these Martials, these Pogbas, throw Jose Mourinho, throw Solskjaer, throw Van Gaal, throw David Moyes. Maybe not David Moyes, but players throw these managers underneath the bus year after year after year. So Ralph probably just walked in there and said, listen, yeah, I've seen what you lot do, yeah? If you lot don't want to play, that's fine by me, yeah? But I'm telling you now, if you want to stay here, or you want to keep here, you have to perform. Otherwise, I'm getting rid of you. Simple as that. I'm not getting rid of you. The onus is upon you. So that's what I would say. I'd say, listen, I'm telling you now, every single one of you here, I don't give a shit about none of you. So if you want to stay in this club, you got to show me. So if I put you on and you play, if you play shit, I don't care. I'll just write it down in my note. You played shit today and your attitude was poor. Simple as that. So when I go to the board and I present the dossier on what's going on with everyone, it's gonna be like, look, I've given you this opportunity. I'm not giving you no motivation. Your motivation is that you want to stay at United, you want to keep your place, you want to start every week, and you want to achieve you want to win trophies. That's your incentive. I'm not gonna sit here and cuddle you and say, no, you're the best and manage you. No, this is your moment to prove yourself. Because when I go upstairs and I start talking shit about you, you're not gonna like it, or you're not gonna appreciate it, or you're gonna think. But all I've done is let you do your thing. This is your job, not mine. Now you get paid 250 grand a week, not me. So what am I doing? Why do I care? I'll play 4-2-2 to a blue in the face. If you can't score a goal, I'm writing it down in the book, mate. Simple. If you miss chances every other week, or you've got a bad attitude, I'm not here to fix that. I'm here to sort this club out. I'm not here to sort you out. So for me, I don't think Ralph Rangnick's problem. Ralph Rangnick's to blame here. He's just done whatever he's done to get it over the line. And to be fair, if he does get it over the line, this is probably United's worst season I've ever seen in my life. But somehow he still managed to get it over the line. So he's done his job. If he gets top 4, he's actually done his job. So when he walks away from the job as the coach, he walks away with a season 0 points. Everyone's on 0. They're in the Champions League now. Yeah, they're in the Champions League. That's got nothing to do with me. Next season they got a new manager coming in. Here you go, Ten Hag. Here's the book. Pogba, idiot, wants to stay here for money. This one won't play for the badge. That one don't want to do training. That one's poor in training. That one turns up late. That one's got a poor attitude. Bruno's a crybaby. There you go. That's for you, Ten Hag, to deal with. Go and deal with that. Get rid of who you want to get rid. If you want my advice, I'll tell you to get rid of this person. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of this one. But it's all on your head. Because like I said, we thought Ralph Rangnick had all this power. If he had any power, he would have. The power that he had is like Martial said he wanted to go out. He wanted to leave the club, or he wanted to do what he wanted to go and do. All he's done is saying, "All right, cool. You want out of this club? I'll get you out." Fair play to Ralph Rangnick, because if you want to leave the club, goodbye. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Martial wanted out. Everyone knew he wanted out. His attitude was poor. He got him out the club. Now, everyone's talking about buying Haidara for 6 million quid or whatever it was. Or, no, it's not Haidara. What's the one?
Zakaria.
Zakaria, yeah. 6 million quid. Everyone's talking about, you want to buy this, you want to buy that. Ralph probably turned around and said, I can't buy this player for £6 million. Ralph could probably go to the board and say, listen, give me £6 million. Let me get this player in. He's good. He's a good squad player. But the truth is, Ralph would turn around and said, I'm not buying a single player here, because what will happen is that they will come in here and then they'll get infected with the whole Pogba attitude, the Rashford attitude, the Martial attitude, and then all you'll hear on Sky Sports is people like Gary Neville saying, "Oh, that was Ralph signing. Ralph shouldn't have signed no players. Ralph shouldn't have done this. Ralph shouldn't have done." No, Ralph's job is purely to get them by hook or by crook to the top 4, compile a report, get out of there, and be a sporting director 6 days a month for the next 2 years. That's his job. Yeah. So for me, I don't put no blame whatsoever on because they was doing this under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They was doing all this under Ole lost his job. But in hindsight, when you actually look at it, he got to a final, he got to a semi-final, he got to a quarter-final, he finished second and he finished third. Now, everyone's saying it's the fashion, it's the style of football to play. It's rubbish because they've been playing rubbish styles of football since Van Gaal, since David Moyes. They've been playing rubbish football for years. The same players have been playing the rubbish football. So they threw Ole under the bus. Yeah, I mean, Ole obviously lost his job because of the poor. But to be honest with you, it was things like this. The way the board and the club was moving, Ole had to go anyway, because if you think about it, Ole managed to lose a derby 5-0 and still have a job. That's ridiculous. That in my mind, that is ridiculous. Yeah, you cannot lose a derby 5. If we beat Man City 5-0, 5-0 at the Etihad in this day and age, and then we go on to be in a title race and they're up, but they'll be calling for Pep when Pep time over. Pep's time's over. They will hate him forever. I mean, you can't hate Ole because of what he's done at the club. He's been a legend for years, but he should have lost his job there and then. But the truth is, the board don't have a clue. The board didn't have a clue. I think Ralph coming in now and saying things like, I don't know what Darren Fletcher's job is, that is calling the board out, and yet they have a bit of direction now. So for me, I think next season, Ralph will be upstairs making footballing decisions between him, Ten Hag, the assistant manager, Robin Van Persie, or whoever else you want to do. And it might work out. It might. But if it doesn't, I don't think it's Ralph Rangnick to blame. It's not, especially if they get to top 4. Especially if they get to top 4.
100%. Dave, do you have any response back to Traps?
To be honest with you, I just don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. I mean, he went on and on and on. And 2 episode Traps, I mean, you covered a lot of things. So to be honest with you, I don't have a clue of where on earth to start. So basically, sum it up, I do agree with some things that you said about Rangnick. In terms of the things that are in his control, yes. The things that aren't in his control, yeah, I agree with that 100%. But there are things in his control that I think, and you're talking, and one thing I do remember, like, you're talking about, like, it's not my job to motivate these players. You make a great point. Sure, it's not exactly his job. His exact job was to get Manchester United into the top 4. But it also doesn't hurt to try and be helpful. It doesn't hurt to try and get to know the players. It doesn't hurt. It genuinely doesn't hurt you. And one thing I will say about Ole is that 9 times out of 10, he was an excellent manager. Wrapped an arm around players that needed wrapping an arm around more times than none. So, well, biggest prime example. You look at Pogba. In Jose Mourinho season 3, Ole came in, wrapped an arm around him, saw glimpses of the Pogba that we know is there. So, and I know Traps just hates Pogba with a passion.
I don't hate Pogba with a passion. I just see
realize he's our best midfielder at the club.
I see through Pogba. I see through him. Yeah, I see through Pogba. And Dave, you touch on a point where you say it doesn't hurt to get to know the players. Yes, it does. Because Oli got
Isn't
to know
that
the
not
players.
his job though? To like
Oli
get to
got
know
the
these players and what they are.
Oli got to know the players. He's out of a job now. Mourinho got to
Isn't
know the
that
players. He's
what
out of a job now.
you said that's Ragnick's job? Didn't you literally say that it's part of Ragnick's job to get to know these players, get to have a good sense of what these players are, so then he notes, so he has a sense of what to potentially do with them in the future, to know where their strengths are, the weaknesses are. So
I don't think to observe them. He's to observe them. That's what he's meant to do. Observe. As I said, if it was me going in, I wouldn't want to know any of them. I wouldn't want to know any of them. You lot, looking at all of you lot, you're all rubbish. Yeah, you've all been rubbish, and you know this. You know this. You know you've all been rubbish, right? So why am I coming there trying to be your friend and find out what's? Forget it.
Your job is to get the squad to the top 4, and you're going to have to find some sort of motivation. Again, I know that's not necessarily his job, but you need to get a tune out of these players. If your objective is to get that squad into the top 4, regardless of whether you like it or not, Travis, Ragnick has to get a tune out of these players. He has to get a tune out of Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba. He has to get a tune out of them, or else he's not going to meet his objective anyways. So don't think it. So not only just thinking about it from just a logical and an ethical standpoint. Think of it as what he was just initially tasked to do, getting this squad into the top 4. He has to get a tune out of these players. Yes,
of course he does. But he's doing it in a way that, look, I'm just an interim manager. I ain't got time to hear about what's going on. I just want, if the job gets done, the job gets done. And I heard that basically they said he has to be in Europe, where even if it's Europa League. So I that's from that I don't understand. I don't think it necessarily even has to be Champions League, which makes even more sense. Because basically, he's just saying, let these players play to the level that they think that they should be, they think they can play to, or they have the ability to play to off their own motivation. And then you will see. Because I'm not being funny or nothing, right? If you actually think about it, if you look at the motivation of all these players, and you think about how well Fred's done, because everyone says Fred's always got a smile on his face, Fred's always got a good attitude, this, that, and the other, and all the managers that have come through since Fred's been around have played him. They've always played him, right? So
I'd say except Mourinho. Mourinho didn't really play him, but he was only there for.
Yeah, well,
no, not even.
So basically, right, when you think about it, like Fred has been doing well underneath Ralph Rangnick, right? But if there's no motivation there, that's just a player that wants to play, that wants to do best for the team. He wants to wear the badge. Oh, I'm on YouTube, bro. I'm actually on YouTube.
Oh, you're streaming. Cool, sorry.
Nice one, Traps. Quality.
But I told you that on the phone.
Traps, you can mute. You go on mute if you're busy.
So anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Fred's actually he's done well without the motivation of anyone. So he'll be in the team next season. 100%. He'll be in the team next season.
I think him.
Who's that? Who's being next season? Who's
Fred?
We're talking about Fred.
Fred.
I mean, but there have been some games where he's been absolutely shocking. He's been absolutely dreadful in some games. There was a period of time where I didn't get why Fred was even starting games. I was getting to a point where just even playing McTominay over him because he was just awful for a period of time under Ragnick. But there's been a lot more good than bad, obviously. And Fred's been one of our better players this season if you just look at the grand scheme of things. And I mean that just says a lot of where a club is at right now. If Fred's been one of our then how far we have fallen. As much as I like him. And I do agree with it, but there are just certain basics and just things. Even if you aren't interim manager, like you look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when he came in as an interim manager, and you saw the job that he did. Same difficulty of games with a worse squad in a more toxic atmosphere.
Who is that again? Sorry, say that again.
you look, and I know Ralph Rangnick's, the interim, manager and whatnot, but you look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he wasn't going, upstairs or whatnot. He probably had the same level of difficulty in terms of his opening 10 Premier League games when you think about it, with a worse squad, with the squad that just came out of an even worse atmosphere, a worse dressing room, a worse situation. So to be honest with you, when you look at that and you look at what Ole did when he first came in as an interim, he did a tremendous job. And to a certain extent, you look at what he did. I'm not saying he's amazing. Obviously, he's not good enough at the end of the day. But when you look at what Ole did in terms of just bringing out the extra effort to just get to know the players, whatnot, trying to get the best tune out of them possible, really pushing until the end. Of course, at the end of the season, it amounted for nothing because we ended the season terribly. But you look at that initial period, and you see how long that lasted. When I look at that and I look at Rangnick, I just see someone. And look, I'm not saying it's easy to be enthusiastic because especially when you're in that locker room, it's not a locker room as toxic as United's. But to a certain extent, I just don't.
Dave, sorry to cut you,
enthusiasm.
but the objectives are different. Ollie's job is to win trophies and keep that job.
As an interim, when he first came in, I don't think his objective was to win the Champions League.
Listen, his objective was to keep the job at that beginning. He wanted to be Man United manager. That was his objective, to keep the job. Rangnick doesn't want to keep his job. Huh?
That was his own personal objective. Man United, or the board's expectation of him was to, just bring, get some smiles back on the faces and try get back and get into and assure that we have Champions League football next year. That was pretty much the expectation, and it just also, pick up results, increase, positive results, get better results, in match weeks and fixtures. That was his expectations, not to file reports on players. So other than that aspect, they more or less have the same job. They Ole interim and Rangnick.
I don't think Ralph's intention was to keep the job ever. I don't think it was.
Wait, what is it?
I don't think Ralph's objective was to keep this job ever.
No, for me.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's not
exactly because if he ever wanted to keep this job, right, he would have negotiated some kind of stipulation, that if he achieves this or achieves that, then he can keep the job on a permanent basis. He negotiated that basically after interim, he goes upstairs for 2 years. That's where he wants to be. Yeah, he wants to be upstairs making football.
He has to stick to the contract. Yeah, he has to stick.
That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, if you went to Ralph and said to him, "Do you want to go upstairs now? We're going to put Michael Carrick in for the next rest of the season," I reckon he'd turn around and say, "Yeah." I reckon he'd say, "Yeah."
Oh yeah,
I reckon he's done. I reckon he is done with these players. Like, I reckon he's done. He's seen enough, and he's done with these players. Because I would be. I mean, you're selecting teams, even with the whole situation with Maguire. I mean, even if he wanted to, it's like even if he wants to take Maguire out of the team, he can't for some strange reason. Nobody knows why, but I mean,
that's got to be down to him. Like the Maguire team.
But this is what I'm trying to say. But even so much as the whole situation with the negotiations with Ten Hag, it's been going on for so long, and it's like you're hearing things like he wants full control of the
your agenda. Stop the agenda, man.
Arrest. Let me talk because it's not an agenda. I'm telling you, what's the facts. It's been going on. The Ten Hag thing's been going on for so long, and they're saying he wants full control of the team. He wants to be able to make the decisions of the transfers and all this other stuff. Why would you be asking for these things if this wasn't the case? Because obviously the board and people are intervening with transfers and stuff and things like that. So for me, Ralph is not someone who has that control, because that's why it's been.
And that's where I'm going to stop you right there. So
Right.
you're wait.
Mate, let him talk, bro.
Actually, you can carry on, but what you're trying to say is you're against with Ten Hag having control at Man United.
No, I'm not saying that, Arrest. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that he wants full control because there's a lot. The control's been spread around the board and spread around this person and spread around Gary Neville and Sky Sports and all kinds of other stuff. Because that's probably why Ralph probably turned around and said, "What's the point? Like, what's the point? It's not my job. I'm not. All I'm going to try and do is get the best for this club. So when I go upstairs, I'll make footballing decisions. I'll advise the board on what to do and what not to do, and that's it. As this team, if this team's, he might have just turned around and said, "Look, this team's good enough to get top 4. If they want to get there or not, that's not my problem. I don't care. I've still got 2 years to do upstairs. I don't care. And the thing is, I'll get rid of them. I'll get rid of them all. If anybody that doesn't want to pull their weight, because first things first, right? In a football team, anyone that we've had players like Darren Fletcher, John O'Shea, all these players come through. Right, and at the end of the day, all these players want to play for the badge. So at the end of the day, that's the motivation enough. He might look at it like I look at it like that. I don't need to motivate you to play. This badge that you wear, when you put on that shirt, you should be motivated to play as best as you can for this team. So if you're not doing that, then you can go. Simple as that. And that's if I'm someone who's I'm trying to basically find the bad seeds and get them out. That's the best way to approach it. Let them be their natural selves in their natural habitat. Say the things that they want to say, do the things that they want to do, behave how they want to behave, and then you'll find out the true colours will be shown. It's like, for instance, Paul Pogba should have left years ago. He should have left years ago. He should have put in a transfer request and said, "I want to leave this club." Done. No, he's not. I might sign a contract. I might not. He's still got a contract to sign now. If no one comes in for him in the summer, he will sign that contract. If nobody comes in for him, he will sign that contract. Not because he wants to, not because he wants to be there, not because he even wants the money. Yeah? It's because no one else. It's just basically, if no one will take me, United will take me. Yeah? So what's he playing for? He's not playing for the badge. He's playing for himself. He's playing for himself. He shouldn't be there. Like he shouldn't. The fact that he's not even rejected the contract, he should reject it. Say, I'm not accepting the contract. I'm moving on. Thanks for the years. Obviously, it's not been great, but I did what I could. All the best. It's time to part time. Good luck to everyone. Done. Nah, he's still got this contract on the table. United have got no shame. They've got this contract on the table still. For what reason, I don't know. They should just take it off the table and say, "You know what? You're done here. Goodbye." But yeah, it's all over the place, and the board need to fix up and start showing that basically as it stands right now, Paul Pogba is bigger than Manchester United because for one, he was told to leave. Him and his agent was told to leave by Alex Ferguson. Then they brought him back, and now he's run his contract down, and now he's going on a free again, and they've still got a contract on the table. So who's bigger, Manchester United or Paul Pogba? Paul Pogba signs when he wants. That's what this says. He signs when he wants, not when Man United want him to do. Bearing in mind, Woodward walked into. Obviously, I didn't agree with the signing anyway. But I think it was Bournemouth. He walked in to sign Josh King, and he basically gave them, he basically gave them 15 minutes, right? Am I right?
Forrest, you're muted.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, Russian muted. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. We was close to get Joshua King. You know, I remember.
Yeah, and Woodward walked in and gave him 15 minutes to sign. If they didn't want to sign it in 15 minutes, he was not interested. The deal was off. He went there and 15 minutes, the deal was off. Same. So what's the difference with Pogba now? Why has Pogba had a contract on that he's not been signing?
Yeah.
And I think did they not even up his money again?
I think Pogba's waiting for a new project. Obviously, maybe he's waiting for a new project to excite him or something. But I don't know what's up with Pogba because right now the way he's getting treated by the fans is shocking.
Yeah, because he's been negotiating with PSG. He's got a contract there to be signed. He's not rejected it. So what are you doing? It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. There's a club. Listen, if there's a contract for you to sign at United, you're not pledging your allegiance. You're not saying you're moving on. You just got it in limbo. You've played the club because either way, yeah, Pogba comes out of this situation with 500 grand a week, 400 or 500 grand a week. So whether he plays for United or not now. So
You want him next season?
to be honest, no, I don't want him. I think his time at United's done. Hasn't been great. It's not feasible to have Pogba again for another 4 years, because you're going to sign him for 4 years. That takes him up to 32, and it's then what? You're going to get nothing for him again. It's not like you're going to get Pogba, keep him for a year, and then jog him on and get the money, because United don't work like that. Because so, for me, I think cut ties with Pogba. I mean, I'm hearing talks about Savage. I've heard them talks for years.
Mate, Savage. No. Oh my days! Every summer, Savage linked. For me,
I mean, I've heard it for years.
Now, get Tchouaméni from Monaco. That's my preferred option.
But I mean, would he? I mean, that's another thing as well. Would he come?
Of course.
I'm not sure.
No. Yeah, if clubs like Real Madrid and Manchester City and Chelsea and Bayern Munich are in fear,
He's picking United that way.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, like we couldn't get Camavinga. For two,
we were
couldn't get Camavinga.
We couldn't
get Camavinga. We couldn't get Bellingham. What makes you think we've got a chance of getting Tchouaméni, whatever his name is?
You make a great point.
Well,
another great point from Traps.
I mean, if you think about it, Alex Ferguson has gone to the training ground to show Bellingham around and give it the whole Alex Ferguson.
You're believing these reports, yeah?
And he couldn't even get over the line.
We never knew that report is factual.
I believe that. Alex Ferguson is known for calling up people's parents and going to see them at their houses and all kind. He's known for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's fact.
I believe.
Well,
that.
Blame Ed Woodward for that, mate. That's why we didn't get Bellingham. Blame Ed Woodward.
Why would you blame Ed Woodward?
Mate, because first of all, Ollie wanted Bellingham, but Woodward refused to pay 20 million for Bellingham. So that's what Woodward's fault, mate.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Bellingham didn't want to come.
Rejected United to go and play at Dortmund.
For me, I can see Bellingham joining United soon.
No.
I can see Bellingham joining Liverpool soon.
Liverpool, even Real Madrid, one of them.
I mean, I think he would want to play in the Premier League, but we'll save that for next topic. Before we end the stream, Traps, your score prediction for Liverpool Man United.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say 1-0 United.
Cool. Dave, your score prediction?
4-0 Liverpool. We're going to get absolutely done.
I'm going to say...
I don't share your...
I mean, I have to back the team. I have to back the team. I have to back the badge. I'm not even backing the team. I'm backing the badge.
Yeah. No, back the badge 110%. Like, it's not like I want us to lose
1-0 and back the badge.
I'm going to say 2-1 United.
I just have to be real. Like, 2-1. I have to be real.
2-1.
I'm saying Ronaldo and Pogba to score for me.
Pogba.
Hashtag Liz out. Of course. Huh? Yeah. Mate, you're up right now. Let's see.
You got more chance of De Gea scoring than Pogba.
No, well, you got some red gem. Actually, no, not Pogba. No, sorry. Sancho scoring. Guys, Sancho scored against City, Chelsea, and now Liverpool's loading for him. I can see Sancho scoring, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I'm telling you now, you got more chance of De Gea scoring than Pogba.
Well, yeah. I don't know why I said Pogba scoring.
So why are you ending the stream now? I thought we was going into Ten Hag mode. I was about to grill you about Ten Hag.
No, yeah, let's get up. Before we end the stream, Ten Hag, come here then. Come here. All right.
Oh, God, no.
Let's go back to the comment that Roll to Red Devils put. Hold on.
Maybe you should leave the
I'll
stream.
put it up for you, Traps. This is for you. There'll be a lot of bumps next season.
And ex-players will put the blame on Ten Hag and say he should have got Poch. We as fans have to stick to our opinions. That's very true. But at the same time, like I said, I've said it to you 1,000 times. Arrest thinks I've got an agenda against Ten Hag. I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't. Because I mean, and this is recorded now, so we'll always be able to refer back to this. Dave, you'll be my witness. So I'm going to say it live on stream so everyone can hear. Me thinking about Manchester United as a football club. If I was on the board and you came to me and you said to me, we were interested in 4 managers, Ten Hag, Poch, the Seville manager, because I don't know his name, and
Lopetegui.
Enrique. First things first, that one that I don't know his name, I'm saying, who the hell is that? Yeah, who is that?
Lopetegui.
That's the first thing I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Second thing I'm going to say is this whole list is shit. But who's won trophies? Enrique's done a treble at Barcelona. Okay, cool. Can we get him? Yeah, can we get him? No, but but listen, no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying to you that's my choice. I'm saying to you I'm looking at the situation, and I'm just asking questions of.
Can we get trophies? Ten Hag has won trophies, by the way. So yeah,
listen, can we get him? Listen, wait, can we get him? He's with Spain. He's pledged his allegiance to Spain.
Oh, yes,
he's not going to be. He's not going to be. He's not going to be ready available in the summer. Okay, cool. So who we got next? We've got Ten Hag, and we've got Pochettino. Okay, I'm gonna look at both of them. I'm gonna say, okay, Ten Hag is a risky one, right? Because he's never managed in the in the EPL.
Here we go. Oh
listen,
my
no, but
God.
listen to me, man. Listen, he's never managed in the EPL. He's managed in the Dutch league. Now, this is the Dutch league that someone like Frank de Boer came from, and he's won trophies there too. And he didn't do very well in this league. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying they both come from the same place, and this one is a failure. Just saying. And not only that, yeah. If you won four trophies, yeah, and I think there was even consecutive leagues, yeah, at Ajax, but apparently you left because you lost the league, you bottled the league on the final day. Why would you then leave that job because based on that you lost the league on the final day? Why would you not stay for another year and put it right? Why would you leave to go and join Crystal Palace of all places? If you're at this, if this is the pinnacle of Dutch football,
let me ask you a question.
But okay, he came here, he failed. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying this is another one. Another thing is Dutch players. We've got Dutch players now. Dutch players. I mean, other than Ruud van Nistelrooy and Van Persie and Van der Sar, all the rest don't really do well here. Van der Vaart, he wasn't that great. Dirk Kuyt wasn't that great. Depay, not that great. Daley Blind, not that great.
Daley Blind is very underrated. I think he was
incredibly Daley Blind was trash for United, Dave. He was trash.
I think he was underappreciated.
No, he was trash, man.
I disagree. I just think he was not used correctly. He was a
maybe so. But the point is, he came here and he was trash. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say the Dutch thing, even in the international football, do you know what I call the Dutch football team? Because they've got a load of star players. Yeah, they've always had star players from years and years and years and years ago, but they never get it over the line. They never win a trophy. They never win a Euros, or they never win a World Cup. But they're always touted to be this, to be that. I think the last one they didn't even qualify for.
Sounds similar to England.
So do you know what I call them? I call the Dutch national football team, the Arsenal of international football. That's what I call them.
Oh, I call them the Tottenham of international football then. If we're talking about them balling, never winning anything.
But so I'm just saying the Dutch thing for me in England isn't that great. But do you know what? If I'm looking at Poch, I'm saying Poch has been in the league and he has put Tottenham. He's given Tottenham a platform to go on to do better things. But they are Spurs. They don't win trophies. They haven't won trophies before he come around, and they haven't won trophies after he's left. So, for me, but the thing is, he got Southampton playing to a certain standard, and he's got, with Poch, it's a safe bet. You're going to get a top four. You're going to be able to, in the long run, the top four is not going to be enough, but he'll get you to the top four, and then you're going to have to ship him on, and you might have to get someone else in. But he will leave you in a better position than you are now. He's a safe bet. He might win a trophy. He might step his game up. But I don't think his game will get any worse because it just won't. It's just Poch, innit?
Right. Let's go back.
For me, it's the best of a bad situation. They're all terrible. Not terrible, but they're all not. For Man United to be having a manager, it needs to be an elite manager. It needs to be someone who's a winner. So we're talking a Zidane, we're talking a Conte, we're talking a Tuchel, we're talking a Klopp, we're talking a Pep.
Wait.
don't think Ten Hag.
Is Ten Hag elite? Is Ten Hag an elite
No,
manager?
it's not.
Cool. Let's go back to where you were talking about Frank de Boer and Ten Hag. Is there difference with style football with the Frank de Boer and Ten Hag?
Of course, there's styles. There's different styles, but the facts are the facts. The trophies are there. Frank de Boer is a 4-time. Furthermore, Frank de Boer has won that league about 8 times as a player and a manager.
Well, you're just comparing to the past now. We're talking about now.
No, I'm just saying this is what is on paper. Ten Hag might have a style of play, but the truth is his style of play. He brought his style of play along with him, yeah, to White Hart Lane, and bottled his 3-0 lead to Pochettino. Yeah, he took his style of play to Benfica.
Players, yeah?
He took his style of play to Benfica and bottled that. Van de Beek has come to this league, and they ain't had a sniff. I don't think he's even getting a sniff at Everton, is he?
Well, they're playing Frank Lampard for that, mate. Not even blaming Van de Beek.
So for me, yeah, I'm not gonna turn around and say that Ten Hag is a failure or Ten Hag's gonna be a failure. But I'm not gonna turn around and say Ten Hag's gonna be a success either.
Listen,
I'm gonna say, look, he has to come here. He has to prove himself because right now in England, as it stands, he is a nobody. That's what he is. He's a nobody. Yeah, he might have potential. He might be able to compete with Klopp in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. I don't have 5 years to give Ten Hag. Ten Hag for me has 18 months to deliver a trophy, whether it be a League Cup or an FA Cup or even a Champions League or even a league. Everyone he wants.
Let me ask you. This is my main point about you. Do you rate Ten Hag? That's my main question about you. Do you rate?
Do I rate Ten Hag
as a coach? Do you like
I'm gonna ask you a question now. Do I rate Ten Hag? Do you rate Thomas Tuchel?
No,
yeah. Yeah, I do,
What?
but I hate...
do not say you rate Thomas Tuchel. You have been slandering him like no tomorrow.
Mate, he's not consistent in the league.
Put it this way, Arrest. I rate Thomas Tuchel like completely over 100 million times over Ten Hag.
Well, no kidding. Obviously, he's proved it. Obviously, I agree with you.
Yeah, but is he consistent in the league? That's my main concern with Tuchel. He's not consistent in the league. 38 games in the league, in the Premier League, he's not consistent, mate.
You're talking about consistency in the league, right? But if we're going to be honest about it, he's come into a league. He's been in this league for 15 months or something. Yeah. So consistency for me, maybe hasn't come yet because it's like I said, it took Klopp a full season to get it right. It took Klopp how many seasons was it? 4?
Are you really gonna compare them to you? Oh my god.
Who? Tuchel and Klopp?
Tuchel.
Tuchel and Klopp.
Well, you're comparing them to, yeah?
Why would I not compare Tuchel and Klopp?
Because Klopp is bruv, Dave, is Klopp and Tuchel comparable?
If we're talking about what they've
Klopp
done,
is miles clear. What's this comparison, mate? For me with Tuchel, he's a great coach. Don't get me wrong, but in the 38 games they have to play in the Premier League, he ain't consistent. He's been here for 2 years now.
But you're talking about consistency.
2 years.
We're talking about consistency.
2 years.
He hasn't been there for 2 years. He came last season in was it January or February?
So about a year then.
He's been here just over 12 months.
A year.
So for him not to have consistency in the league, and to be totally honest with you, the only reason why Thomas Tuchel is not in the title race is because Lukaku is trash and let him down completely.
Well, that's his fault, mate, because he wanted Lukaku.
Completely let him down. Here's the facts. Here's the facts.
No, Tuchel wanted Haaland. Tuchel wanted Haaland.
No,
said no. Yes.
Tuchel wanted Haaland and or Lewandowski.
That's not true. That is not true.
Yes,
he would have told the board then. He would have told the board, but he said the board, I want Lukaku. That's what he told.
No, because
Haaland was ungettable.
He wanted Haaland.
He never said anything about Haaland. So how do you know he wanted Haaland?
He did. But there was numbers. They said 170 million, and their wages they wanted like 600 bags a week. That's what stuck. That's what the sticking point was, the wages. They didn't want to pay the wages. There was talks. They was in talks. Haaland even come out and said in an interview saying, For them to pay that much money for me is crazy. That's what he was. So there was talks. There was talks. Yeah, listen, Lukaku has let him down. Whether he wanted him or not, he's let him down. But here are the facts. You put Ronaldo with Ronaldo's goals in that Chelsea team. Chelsea are in a title race right now.
Fair enough.
Chelsea in a title race right now. So you I don't know what you think, yeah, but Ten Hag, yeah, has to come here and he has to prove himself because he's a nobody here.
Okay, if he wins the Carabao Cup next season, with that,
it's a start in the right direction.
Okay,
that
but
gives him more time.
There's rumours that him removing Maguire's captaincy as well. Is that not good news?
It's not rocket science. Anybody that comes in next season is you can know full well. Listen, Ralph Rangnick probably have it in his mind to tell you cannot continue with Maguire as captain next season. That's impossible.
Well,
it's impossible.
He would have done it right now.
What?
He would have stripped of Maguire of captaincy.
Why is he stripping Maguire? Like I said, he doesn't care. Why am I stripping Maguire?
To be fair, Rangnick is going upstairs anyways, but yeah.
This is what you don't understand. Ralph Rangnick is not a Man United fan, you know. He's not a fan. He's not. He's someone here sent here to do a job. Why am I stripping Maguire as a captain? For what? Why am I going to embarrass Maguire? Maguire embarrasses himself on a week in, week out basis. Why do I need to embarrass him some more? He's not going to be captain next season. End of. He knows this. I know this. My mum will tell you that Maguire's not going to be captain next season.
All right. I think we should just leave it here. But yeah, long stream, man. Over an hour and just about 50 minutes, but almost 50 minutes. But yeah, great debates, great conversations. Obviously, I missed 5 minutes because of my flipping shit connection, but it's all good now. But
amazing sermons.
Yeah, Dave was taking over. I'm seeing the comments. Oh, Dave, bringing in the Premier League primetime rules. But anyways, we always do this. Dave,
did you pick up Dave? Did you pick up Dave as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave scored 4 goals.
Yeah, 4 goals. He gave that goals. Team talk.
Yeah, listen, he was at fault for the 3rd goal going in, and he took it personally. Yeah,
give the analysis,
and he showed them who's boss. So big up Dave.
Dave, are you in the league? Is it in the league or what?
It is a league.
Where are you in the table?
Well, the first game we've only played 2 games. The first game, we looked like Tottenham because we went up by 3 goals to 0, and then because our defense is just the equivalent of it's not just 1. It's like having 4 Harry Maguires in the back. Like I already know, like it's done. So yeah, we lost 5-3. The first game. Second game, yeah, you all know the stories. We've only played 2 games so far, so we're 1-0. So hopefully we can get over the line. We can win it. We can win the league. Hopefully, that's
Dave, win it for me, man. Come on.
I'll win it for Traps.
Yeah,
win it for us.
Yeah, win it for United. Win it for Ten Hag.
Yes,
because let's face it, that's the only league we're going to be winning for the next however long.
No, don't worry. Next season. Actually, I'm going to shut up. But Dave,
next season again. He loves it.
What?
He loves this next season.
I'm just like, back.
You sound like an Arsenal fan. You sound like an Arsenal fan, you know.
Well, I hate to be an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fans say, watch next season every season, and nothing happens.
No, all I'm saying, if you get, let's save it for another stream because I can't be honest. Dave, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Dave_20. You can also go and check out my channel, Premier League Primetime. There's a brand new.
He's back.
Yes, I am back. Back again. And yeah, go check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, whatnot. We're on the road to 150 subscribers. Please try and get us there by the end of the season.
Traps, any socials that you want to shout out?
Yeah, find me on JSJ TV, and Traps Booming on Instagram. I'm doing streams here, and I do a little bit on Instagram at the minute, but next season I've got a lot of shows coming. So just stay tuned for that. Give me a follow and stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. That's gonna be nice. Very nice with the debates as well. I'm gonna win all the debates in it, Traps.
Yeah,
No.
you and Ten Hag, you're gonna win all the debates, and Ten Hag's gonna win all the games.
But yeah, you can find me on Orange Stocks Football on YouTube as always. Orange Stocks Football on Instagram. More content is coming about next season. Stay tuned because it's gonna be brilliant. Traps will be raging for 10 hours to get out. Dave, we'll see if he will be there here next season. But next season gonna be nice.
I'm not trying to get him out. I told you, 18 months.
Okay, 18 months. Cool. I'll
18
remember.
months from today.
Okay, from
Yeah,
today, even though he's not announced yet.
If he ain't firing, he's been announced today, isn't he?
No, Manchester United need to announce him.
Listen,
Well,
if
here
he
we
ain't
go.
if 18 months from now, if he's not firing all cylinders, I want him and his slaphead out of here.
All right, Traps. All right, but guys,
Go back to Amsterdam, back to the weed cafe, and smoke some weed, and just forget about United. And go get a job at like go ahead Eagles or something.
no, you need to stop with the go ahead Eagles.
What do you mean? He can't beat
They're
go
a good
ahead.
team, man. They're a good team. They're a good
He
team.
can't beat. Listen, they're ninth in the league. He can't beat go ahead Eagles. So what about when he goes to play the Eagles?
Traps, are you gonna say this off every team? They're gonna drop points. They're gonna say this. Oh, 10 out. Just give it a rest,
He
mate.
cannot beat go ahead. Listen to me.
He's still top of the league. What's your point?
Listen to me.
Still
I
top of the
didn't know.
league.
Listen,
He's still
I didn't
top of
know-
the league.
Dave, did you know that
Yeah.
go ahead Eagles existed until I said it?
No.
Have you ever heard anyone talk about go ahead Eagles?
All right.
I still don't even have a.
We're still, carry on, Dave. We're still live.
Well, yeah. Anyways, go ahead Eagles is a team that Ten Hag hasn't beaten all season. Now, I don't know one
What's
player.
your point, though? He's still top of the league.
My point is, he's at top of the league, but he's in a title race with some guy that just beat him yesterday. What are you gonna tell? All right, cool. So what are you gonna actually tell me if Ten Hag turns up here, rocks up to Old Trafford next season, trophyless from the season before?
Well, for me,
Is he a bottler? Are you
I'm
gonna say he's a
my time
bottler?
with Ten Hag.
Is he a bottler like Pochettino?
Huh? You're not a bottler. No chance.
What if he manages to bottle the league and the Dutch
Hold
Cup?
on. Who's talking about the league? You need to give him time about winning the league, mate.
No, I'm talking about if he bottles this league he's in right now, does he not come?
Oh, the Dutch league. If he bottles it, then that's probably United. That's probably United's fault, you know.
How? You're gonna blame? So hold on, you're gonna blame United?
No, I'm not blaming United.
Oh,
Obviously, Ten Hag.
Dave,
Wait.
you're my witness to this guy, you know. You're my witness to this guy.
Wait, man. You know, because United. Wait.
Are we
Ten
still live?
Hag-
Are we still live or
We're
what?
still live. Yeah, we're still live. Ten
Come
Hag
on.
is refusing to the journalist about the rumors about the Man United job. He's getting flipping distracted by the United job rumors, man. I'm not blaming United for that, but he does bottle the lead, and I don't know what to say.
So hold on a second. He's saying that he's distracted by the rumors. So what actually happens when he picks up the paper and the Daily Mirror saying that he's useless, or he's on Instagram getting dragged by bee warmers or 360 TV, or better yet, he's getting ripped to pieces by Roy Keane and Gary Neville on Sky Sports.
That'll be your fault, mate, if he's getting ripped to pieces. Because, mate, probably they'll listen to you. They'll probably
All I
listen
know
to
is Roy Keane, is gonna have Ten Hag for dinner. Yeah, dinner.
Roy Keane has to give him time. He has to.
No, but Roy Keane will give him time. But Roy Keane will tell you straight if he does some rubbish, or does something, he'll tell you he's not fit for the job. He's not. He has. Listen, give him opportunity. Let him prove himself. That's fine. Let him do that. Yeah, but I'm not hearing 3-4 years. That's a top manager.
Okay.
Apparently.
Let's just end it here because we'll save it for another stream.
Listen, you get Conte in, you give Conte 150 million. Yeah, problem is solved. Problem is solved. I promise you that. Do you agree with that?
Agree with what?
You give Conte this job and 150 million pound plus whoever he sells and gets rid of, he has the money to replace them. Yeah, with whatever he sells.
Conte's
them
a good
for.
manager. I rate Conte.
Do you think Do you? I think the problems on the pitch are solved. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I do.
All right, also, you have to. Do you getting Ten Hag in? Ten Hag has to have an effect just like that. So for me, for him, he has to have an effect like that. Otherwise, it's pointless.
Let's save it for another stream, traps. But yeah, Ten Hag for me, promising times looking for us, but not for traps, but for me, looking promising for us. Looking promising for Dave as well. But yeah,
it's not promising. Listen, you're making it sound like I don't like the guy. I'm just saying, I don't trust him. I don't trust United. At the end of the day, he has to come here and he has to do a job because
he has to prove himself. I understand. He has to. Okay, he has to. Ten Hag has to prove himself. Cool. That's your.
I don't know him.
Okay. Did you know Thomas Tuchel before he joined Chelsea?
Yeah, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer dumped him out of the Champions League.
Well,
and then he went to the final the year after.
I mean,
and he went to the final the year after that.
Flip. Some helicopter outside, but anyways, guys, subscribe.
Stop comparing. Stop comparing him, man.
Stop being negative.
Stop comparing.
Oh my god! Can you two just get a room?